Battlegrounds Season 33 options video and also a little bit of discussion. Hi everybody. So right off the bat, let's get into some of the nodes. I'm not able, due to the time, due to some stuff that's going on personally, I've not been able to make the new normal Google Drive spreadsheet that I normally do, outline the attackers and defenders, but I'm going to do it in a bit more kind of a time, quick, sensitive kind of way of delivery. It's going to be focused more on the victory track side of things, but a lot of the things will be relevant because, hey, the easiest thing to say about this month is just use skill champions. It's kind of it. Like, skill champions are the kind of it's not like the actual pinnacle of like what you've got to do. It's just most of it does just break down to, well, you don't have to use skill champions because, let's face it, annoying defenders are going to need your specific attackers. So let's, first of all, part one, let's go over the buffs. So the active buffs do kind of pinpoint Saga champions as the main champions to use. So look at your hashtag Saga champions and figure out which ones are the most potent and best for it. I will put a link to this in the description. So on Ank, MCOC Ank, Country's Ank, sorry, you can see these are the Saga champions. I mean, you just sort it by Saga in game and have a look if you have any of these options, and whether or not they're going to be applicable to help you to get some of the boost from Saga champions. So here is two options that I used. This isn't a clean fight, by the way. This Mole Man fight does have some mistakes in, so be warned for mistakes. Of course, I'm using Mole Man because he is a skill-based champion. He's a Saga champion, so he gets the bonus of the Dormant Virus and, of course, the Outbreak, but also will gain benefit from building the Fury passives as part of the, what is it called? Part of Fighting Fit. So yeah, as a skill champion, he gets Fighting Fit, which means I do a lot more damage, which is great. By the way, this did result in a win. Unfortunately, the player that I was playing, I think, disconnected or something. Not great. Baron Zemo, of course, is another great option. This is a rank 2 7-star version. Rank 3 and Rich. Yeah, well, okay, I'll get there. Oh, come on. Rank up resource wasn't great. It doesn't grow on trees in MCSE. You've got to work for it, find it, buy it in currency form stores and stuff like that. But yeah, like Baron Zemo works like a fantastic alternate option, especially if you're looking for a champion. Actually, I've seen him being played out quite a bit, especially in some of the like interactions that I found. So it's always good to see. And yeah, like any Saga champion is going to be the better option for this. So go and use a Saga champion. Or don't, or use a skill-based champion, or use a skill-based cleanse champion. So on my notes of this, I've just basically put skill attackers or skill defenders, purify and cleanse. Most strong defenders will be relevant. Any attack will get weakness disorient, so skill champions help out with shrugging it off. And of course, the Saga-based champions tie into getting that outbreak. And if you can find a good counter from this to go against some of the defenders that are fielded, then it's going to be great. There are some other champions as well, skill, but we be able to do like a bit of work for you. Silver Sable, Koye, Kingpin's not a Saga skill, but he's still a decent skill. Same thing with some of the ones I mentioned before. Hitmonkey, fantastic. I think I've got some footage that will be played in this video showcasing him. He's great. Jabari Panther, of course. Crossbones, Elsa Bloodstone. Black Widow, Deadly Origin, yeah, Gwenpool, Black Panther, Civil War, Misty Knight. Wow, okay, so there's a lot of options. It's where to start, but don't read blindly into going, oh, so Rich says it's just skill champions. No. There's going to be a lot of very powerful defenders fielded. I definitely found the same instance, Enchantress, whether or not she's fielded, the usual suspects, Serpent, your Red Skulls, your Guardians, you name it, they will likely be fielded and they'll likely be frustrating, and you'll need your attacking options. I also don't doubt that Photon will be there as a tricky defender. My Killmonger, which could be a champion used on attack, I have an option of using that as attack and defense-based options. But you're likely to see a lot of frustrating defenders in play. And what you'll need is very decent attackers to counter them. I'm sure a lot of people will have their Spider-Woman ready, so Jessica Drew. I'm sure a lot of other players will have certain champions like maybe Hulkling, whether or not they'll have Vox, Titania, any of the old or new favorites that will be used as quintessential attack-based champions that are causing frustration. They're going to be there to kind of counter these tricky defenders. Just look at the options that people are using against you. If there's a success, then you'll just need to go, okay, somebody used Kingpin against me. Okay, well, I'll field a defensive option like a mutant-based champion. And there are a few mutants, I mean, courtesy of Misty K, which we'll put a link to this infographic right here by Misty K. Let's get it up on screen, which is this one right here. There's some really decent, relevant points here. Like, imagine, Colossus in defense, Bishop in defense, and then you've got others like Jean Grey, reverse control immunity, so it forces the hand of the attacker, the person obviously you'll face off against, to bring in a champion that's reverse controls, immune, so they have to bring in a Jack-o'-lantern or Mr. Sinister or other champions. But yeah, Mr. Sinister's there, Dust is there and is a good defensive option. But I must admit, I decided to use, what did I decide to use? I think it was like, I used Mega Sentinel as a counter to that. So yeah, look, you can use tons of options. Like, think outside the box. I even like the fact that Misty put in about King Groot. Like, King Groot is one of my kind of fallback, kind of purify alternative options, which is quite good. So yes, that's going to be. Do you know what? I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I can expand on any particular points except for the options. This is mainly focused on the victory track side of things, but of course, if you've got options, you've got options. How you're building is really simple for building up victory track. In any case, and a little bit when it comes to battle, the gladiator circuit, and that is just because the buffs are actually super simple. We'll see how it flies with people, because there is other elements to this going on at the moment, like a solo event. But let's face it, the buffs are really straightforward, and it is very much skill attacker based options. Yeah, you can play into accident prone and purifying, and some of the champions that we did mention, like King Groot, that shrugs off. But apart from that, it's like, okay, fine. I do as well sense for this particular Battleground season, possibly exploitation. But nowadays, with how things are with victory track and a lot of players trying to break out under the solo event, and especially under your Battlegrounds anniversary party, I can imagine that a lot of players may park the bus. They may look to, throw matches. And it's debatable whether or not that's fine or not. I've also seen like stuff where there's also been cheaters as well. But with this one, getting points, winning matches in victory track, winning matches in Gladiator Circuit, complete a match. So this more encourages you to complete stuff. And I'm sure that people might just kind of go like, okay, well, the best conditions to complete, maybe the points are a bit, but I'm sure people want to get those fantastic rewards from this. So there's definitely been some stuff to watch out for cheaters wise. I've seen it in the forums already, people calling people out on things. So anyway, that's gonna be it for the video. What are your thoughts on some of the stuff mentioned, and of course some options? I'll put links to stuff that has been covered from Conchu's Ank and as well from Mr. K in the description if you want to go and check it out. And I'll see you later on. I'm not quite sure what the next video is going to be about, but I thought I'd kind of at least make this. So appreciate you, and I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.